Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the invitation. I'm glad to be here for the presentation. And first, I introduce myself. I'm Lingying Zhang, analyst of SM Nickel Group. Today, I will talk about our views on the topic of overview of China NPI production and the market in 2021. How is the China economic impact on the nickel? Through a few data. Here's a look at the raw material supply of NPI. From the figure, you can see that since Indonesia banned the export of laterite nickel ore, the supply of laterite nickel ore in China was found a sharp reduction. In 2020, China's total import laterite nickel is about 53 million wet tons, including 44 million nickel from the Philippines, and 4 million wet tons from Indonesia. It's estimated that China's total import of laminate nickel ore is about 56 million wet tons in 2021, of which 20.9% of the laterite nickel ore is provided by the Philippines, and the rest by New Caledonia, Turkey, or so on. The right figure shows the situation of China's import laterite nickel ore by grade. The high-grade nickel ore in the Philippines was exhausted, so only the low and the medium-grade nickel ore were exported to China in 2020. In this case, the import volume is basically equal. The reduction of the grade of the imported nickel ore directly results in the decline of the imported metal volume directly. So, without Indonesia, the largest nickel ore import source, China nickel ore port inventory had a continuous declination in 2020. So far, it has reached 5.7 million wet tons, which is a low position in history. The tension of the nickel ore also led to the sharp rise of the nickel ore price in 2020. The price of 1.5% grade nickel ore increased from $33 per ton at the beginning of the year to $82.5 per wet ton, an increase of 135.7%. The price of the domestic high NPI was rising along nickel ore price, but the increasing supply also limited the rise of NPI, so the price was difficult to maintain high price. It's mentioned that the supply of nickel ore was in short supply in 2020, and it will continue in 2021. The output of NPI can be estimated by the expectation of nickel ore import. In 2021, NPI output in China is estimated to about 400,000 nickel tons, of which high NPI output is about 330,000 nickel tons, and the low-grade NPI is about 80,000 nickel tons. Output of NPI in Indonesia has successfully surpassed China's in 2020, and being the first largest producer of NPI in 2021, is expected that output of NPI in Indonesia will reach 900,000 nickel tons, and the trend that China's NPI production is gradually replaced by Indonesia's is ongoing. Above, we have admitted China's NPI output according to the supply of ore, and the Indonesia's NPI output according to the production schedule. This figure shows the demand of 300 series stainless steel for the high NPI. Here, we only look at the downstream demand of high NPI because the market circulation of the low-grade NPI is very small, more than 75% of which are used by the integrated stainless steel plant. It's estimated that China's 300 series stainless steel production will reach 16 million tons in 2021, and Indonesia's will reach 4.5 million tons. This comprehensive growth rate of 300 series stainless steel in China and Indonesia will be 15.8%, and the comprehensive growth rate of high NPI in China and Indonesia will be 19.6%. We have calculated the supply and demand of high NPI in China and Indonesia. As shown in the table below, in 2021, the total supply of high NPI is about 1.22 million tons, and the total demand is about 1.19 million tons. The supply slightly exceeds the demand, or we can say it's basically in the state of the supply and demand balance. We have shown you that the supply and demand of 2021 NPI in China and Indonesia. We can analyze whether the nickel prices still be affected by the industry trend of NPI and the stainless steel. From the left figure, we can see that the trend of NPI price and nickel price were relatively higher. It's correlated before 2020, and the correlation was weak in 2020. And the price premium of nickel for NPI was also gradually increased, which is close to the maximum 300 yen per nickel point. Let's look at the right figure. The correlation between nickel and the new energy index before 2020, the new energy market has low heat, and the concept of high nickel battery has not been popularized. The new engine had a small driver nickel. However, since 2020, the price of nickel was constant with the new energy index. The focus of the market deal with changed from the line of the NPI and the stainless steel to the line of the nickel sulfate and ternary battery.
Zhang, you have 3 minutes left. Thank you.
Okay. Now, why the nickel price was expected to be so high? The main reason for our analysis is that in case of a rapid expansion of the new energy market, the supply of intermediate products, raw materials of nickel sulfate is in shortage. The briquette are used as an alternative of intermediate products which create nickel demand and boost the nickel price. We also know that Tsingshan announced that high nickel made project in May 2021. As soon as the news come out, the nickel price for limit for 2 days. Because the high nickel metal is expected to make up for the shortage of intermediate supplies of nickel sulfate raw materials. The expected high consumption of nickel briquette eliminate, and the nickel price fell sharply. So as for the judgment of the short-term nickel price, SM thinks that after discussing the high nickel metal production expectation, the nickel market will still take the road of the substituting nickel briquettes for the intermediate MHP in 2021, with the increase of a nickel briquette autolysis production line. Nickel briquette is gradually removed from the storage, and the nickel price will slowly fill the gap. The possibility of return to the high level at the beginning of the year is very low, and the operating range of the SHEF nickel in the second quarter may be 120,000 to 132,000 yuan per nickel ton. The operating range of the LME nickel is about 30,000 to 70.5 thousand dollars per ton. Okay, there are some views. There are some SM's views on nickel PGR market and the nickel price. Welcome to discuss. Thank you.